Welcome to my game development stream. First, let's look over the current state of the game and then see what we want to do. First, I start everything, which takes a few seconds. Started. Close this. It's okay. Currently, I'm working on how to spawn enemies. The black dots are the enemies, the blue dots shooting white dots is me, which I control. If I get too near to enemies, they begin running towards me, some kind of aggro range. I'm working on it currently. If I kill enough enemies, I get a level up, which gives me a skill point, and I get a random upgrade choice. I can increase my shoot speed by 20%, which makes me shoot a little bit faster. Or multi-shot, I shoot 2 dots instead of 1, and they spread a little bit. Currently, I have to try around. I will get performance issues with the setup spawning because there's so many enemies. Currently, code was not built for this, but at the beginning it's not noticeable. So I will play one time a bit further until a situation where the game will begin to lag. Currently all enemies die in one shot, they are not scaled in any way. So I can basically not die, they only do damage to me when they come close to me. But I have a bigger range since I have an aggro range, so it's basically very easy currently. Oops. Nearly died. Do they get stronger? Sometimes the feeling they one shot does not always kill one. They shouldn't. Probably this spread is slightly missing. Okay, there was next respawn. Still running smoothly. I'm grading movement speed. Mhm. Once I kill enough enemies, new batch will spawn. This is when it might get laggy. At least I would expect the next one to be a laggy one. Yeah. Because game currently calculates for every enemy on the screen too much, or for every bullet. I need to improve the code. So I can, but if I start new, first seconds are not a problem. So I can also work on differently spawning the enemies and respawning enemies. Let's look over task I can do. I gave enemies a spawn position, also it's not used currently. I have an auto aggro range, max aggro range, spawn time is or not. Spawn enemies everywhere. Currently, more or less happens, but it should work a bit differently. Remember where already spawned and where still to spawn. This is missing. Once hit is not implemented yet, but once the player is close enough, I have this. Enemies also stop following when it's too far away. Enemies are stronger the further away. This is currently not done. Enemies can respawn, but not close to the player. One area does. Well, it's more or less in. It can be done. Okay. These are still my task and performance improvement. Too many projectiles. Let's call them bullets. With too many enemies. What do I take? Anything is okay. Maybe I begin doing work for performance improvement. Or is it a bit different? I need to determine. Let's do the respawn time first, I would say. I need to look. I think I detect character death. If character is and I will not do cleanup here, I would say. I will make a small change. Here's something I can clean up. Unused stuff. I want character is dead. Is dead is a boolean, and is dead is false at the start. I would expect an error here. Is dead, and here where do I create it? Here. That is false. Now it's what do I wanna do? In game, when I detect character death, happens here. I do characters char iterator point is dead equals true. I don't splice it here. And I need to check if its HP is below 0 and it was not dead yet, then now it's dead. Which means I will no longer delete them, which gives them the opportunity to respawn. But I can't delete them here, can I? Let's think if enemy is dead. Basically return, that's not quite right. It's correct, but I want to remove it in this case. But I have the game to do it. I need to know in which order they are. Alt. Tick characters. It's this way. I think I turn it around, which gives me the opportunity to remove them. Don't use projectiles. Game time. Random seed is it's all in. Directly in the game. And also think about tick characters. No, I want to have different characters. I won't spawn new enemies this way. I have to remove them. Over here to there. And let's turn the ordering around. Or I can remove can make it else. Or if that return, both feel the same. If enemy is dead, I need to, okay. Think I take characters. Characters. Game state. Characters. E equals enemy. Links. Supplies. E1 and return. Let's call it function remove enemy. It's an enemy. It's a game. I can do it better, not the game, but the characters. Correct, it doesn't have a no. And here, game state characters. Remove enemy. This is the old one, which should still work. Let's see. Create random spawn enemy game. Move this away. Try the old version. Okay, the old version broke. It's moving. This is interesting. I make the tick function, which remove the player and then I move. So it can disappear from here to here. I can change the order. Don't know if it's... I shouldn't be that different. Or I put the moving in here. I think I can move it. Move character tick. Let's export it. Let's take it out. Yeah. Here. Now I need it in every... the enemy. Spawn position. Tick. And here should be one. I think tick player character. It's just shooting. Okay. Random Fortnite is that this no longer happens after it's removed. What happened? Start new. Start. It does not react. Oh, it does react. I have to look into it later. They still get faster. Yes. This version still works. Okay, I think it's good enough. The test. To the game. Back to the new enemy spawning. I now always start in a started game. They no longer die. I also no longer die. That's correct. Death currently has no influence. If enemy is dead, I return. That's not quite right, but good enough for now. He has to respawn, so I cannot just return, but it's better. Now I need the paint. don't have my own enemy paint, but go to paint characters, paint character, if, oh, stop, if character is dead, return. And I need one more check for projectiles. Detect projectile to character hit. If C point is dead, or we can, okay, now it might work again. Am I dead? No. Ah, I think I know what happens. Let's reload. Now the game thinks it's running. The restart button won't go through. Or do I init the game? Starts with main. A game init and I say HP 0, but now I need to say is that equals true. This should be the new version. Still not working. The game end check is now on game ended check. And live players does the check on if it's faction end is dead. Is not allowed to be dead. No. What does end game mean? End game means I get the high scores. Okay. It's back. Now I don't remove enemies and they can would respawn, which means if I a respawn time, macro range, spawn position, I need a respawn time. Ah no. Respawn time, not quite. But I also need a respawn time. And respawn. So the time when he respawns, and I need the value how long he takes to respawn. What is the word for it? Interval? Not quite. What is respawn time would work for both. Delay? Also not quite right. Respawn timer? Respawn length? spawn time and respawn on time. Maybe I will find better names later. And this can be empty. Oh no, respawn on time can be empty. Respawn time is I want. I give it a respawn time. And for now we make it a second. Let's call a function reset enemy. I need enemy. I need the. Maybe I should fix character. Should character at the beginning, so I can always write character first instead of last. So auto, or I can character. Then I see it here. Well, quite enemy HP equals enemy max HP. Enemy is dead equals false. Enemy X equals enemy spawn position X, and enemy Y equals enemy. This could be a reset enemy. Does he need more? Everything else does not change. Why was the spawn time relevant? It was for the speed increase in the other enemy. But then I don't need it here. Did I? There's a lot of stuff I no longer use. Is here organize imports or something? Go, peek, find, show, rename, change. Format, refactor. No, I don't think there's auto cleanup. I wanted to see where I was in the spawn time. I'll move it here and here. I will have. Don't think I need it in the leveling character, but I will need it in here. Therefore, I will make a new type. Slick. Something like this. Character end. And this can have a spawn time. number. And this is a type of character F. And when I create enemy, this has to. I didn't rename it. That's bad. Random spawn following enemy character. Okay. Now we rename them. And I need to turn this type here. Let default character slash this. And now default point spawn time is equals. Is it game state time? Let's allow it. Does not exist, but I want to add it. Can I? Don't think this works. Randomly trying stuff he does not like. TypeScript add one convert type and add one property. Let's look if this is what I want. I have employee and account with a person exactly. But now it's a combined type. These are types. I start with a person, want to do I have to? I don't think I got the information I want. Question is, can I easily use the character I created, add one property and then use it to return the type I want? Or do I need to really always create a new function which sets all this stuff and this one thing? I see something stupid, I let to be both. I set this property after it, and then I have the type I want. I remove this, you won't like this. I know this works, but I don't know how it... I have to write it for TypeScript to accept it. My search is bad. Add property to object convert type or something. Oh, I could do the anything. Any. This is a good way. At least he should be checking I don't do this. But he doesn't see that this value is missing. And it's my enemy, just this. Don't like it. He no longer checks the settings now. Let's see, combine two objects. So maybe this helps. Dot dot. Maybe this is a notation I was looking for. Character. I make let enemy 2 is enemy dot dot and enemy no. And spawn time is game date time. Three dots, not two dots. And then I return enemy 2. And he likes it. I think it works now. This is my enemy and this is my random enemy. Oops. Random. And if I remove this part, he yells at me. Perfect. This is what I wanted. I can use this later to improve other parts of the code, but good enough for now. Okay. We remove the spawn thing value. Spawn time. Where did I... Here? Okay. Respawn time and respawn on time. Respawn time, I set it default 1 second. If I'm dead, the death declaration happens somewhere else. So now I can... Let's do it like this. If I'm dead, I need to do other stuff. If... What happened? If me respawn on time, don't have it, then enemy.respawn on time is equals state time plus enemy spawn time, and this is basically it. Else if enemy spawn on time is smaller equals game state time, then I reset enemy. No. Perfect, I think. Could work. Now I have fast respawning enemies. Okay. We said enemy is not perfect. Enemy point. Can I remove this property? I think I never TypeScript. Oh, it's more JavaScript, huh? Java. Remove property from object. Delete. TypeScript. Does it do the same? Delete. Okay, it's the same. Delete. Enemy on respawn time. Build it. Respawns. Interesting. Okay, let's follow me. And they respawn on their position. And let's get close. I don't want them to respawn too close. Okay. I have to check it also if else that enemy closest equals closest detect closest character. It does need character, that's my enemy, and all characters, game state, characters. Wait. Determine closest character. I need closest player. This is wrong. Closest player, something with player related. Get player character. Okay, I think I start with this. Get player characters. This is for the closest player. And if closest point min distance smaller than let's do 400, or what is the aggro range currently? Where do I define it? 100 is aggro range, okay. So let's make if closer distance is bigger than 300, I respawn. Enemy is dead. Function respawn enemy. Let's do it differently. Enemy and game. This can even spawn enemy. Not quite. I can get these in here too. And it's not spawn. Respawn. Spawn logic. Let's call it it does not guarantee a respawn, so calling respawn not just respawn enemy did not sound right. I have the game state tie. And okay. And this value needs to be somewhere in the game state, I would say, better than here. I'm too close. No, I was too far enough away. Okay. Let's do a 500. This is probably off screen. And let's do respawn time of 30 seconds. Let's increase the arc range to 200. And let's see what happens. Oh, it's too difficult. There's still something wrong with passing. In the bottom left, say one left. If I start in the middle, I need a bigger space. Here is a spawn area in distance to 400. This was strange. Not quite as round as I hoped it'd be. But it's possible to happen. Or I can explain it, can understand it better. Now this direction has far more enemies. Oh, they spawned, okay. Let's try a bit around. I aggro them, I kill them. Be careful. It's laggy somehow. Somehow. Now I still have one to me very late, but the aggro range is greater, which might make it a bit laggier. Who knows? To get stronger to see game performs, I will play a while. Let's say our enemies respawned. They respawn slightly close to me. But I have respawning enemy, which is what I wanted. Okay. Game lagged a bit there. Wonder what specifically happened. So I can think about enemies running back to their original position. Yeah, they run away from me. Now even towards me. There seems to be a strange case for passing. "26 skill points, random upgrades." Do I think it basically works and gives me infinite enemies. It still runs slightly smooth. Okay. This is... Let's go look at my tasks. I have a respawn time. Enemies only want to play once hit. Enemy only to player once hit is not happening currently. And another enemy is 1 to player when close enemy hit is also. Enemies are stronger the further away from the middle they were spawned. I have this, and performance improvement will be at the end. Max aggro range, auto aggro range. Max aggro range could be stop following. Mm. I think this is a good idea for next change. I had this enemy, it has a aggro way. Is aggro is a boolean, and when we name this, I don't know how smart Sweden name works, is auto aggro range. This will be the max aggro range. Now I need to add these values. Now this I can enemy equals create character. Game XY size call. Oh, this is back. Move speed is move speed. HP is HP. Damage is damage. Action is enemy. Spawn time. This should no longer use a spawn time. Yes, it's no longer used. Character. This time has to be removed. Choose the next value. Type. Is a type here. It's moving is an optional. I don't need it. Now I return enemy dot dot dot. No dot 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 enemy. Does it work like this? Then I don't need experience worse. That is also not spawn position. Spawn position happen in the character? No, this is only for me. Then I need. Did I have auto aggro, max aggro, is aggro? Is aggro begins with false. Auto aggro, max aggro range is. It's also not equals, it's colon, not colon. Max aggro, let's just throw 400 in here. Experience worse. Is it happening here? Yes, okay. It's happening there. Also, this might change this value. Okay, now I have the new values. Now I have to change the behavior. Enemy auto aggro range. No. 1, 2, let's call it let arg is equals if this is a case, but there's only one case. Oder enemy is aggroed. And is aggroed, and this is enemy max aggro range. Don't need these. Let's do enemy.is aggroed equals true here. Und false here. Now he is following with a higher distance. Let's see. Now as they follow further. Okay. Working. And also let them run back to their spawn position. Let's if term closest character is not what I want. I think it's calculate distance. Let spawn distance equals calculate it. Say me what you need. I have the enemy and my enemy spawn position. If spawn distance, let's say greater than 40, else I am not aggroed. I stop moving if I'm close enough. And also I no longer need to tick. Determine enemy hits player. I only need to do this when I am aggroed. Move character tick. Move character tick. Okay, I can do this if moving should break it directly, I think. Yes, if I'm not moving, it doesn't do anything. Now I need to determine move direction by enemy spawn position. Doesn't like it. Wait, do I need next waypoint? Closest player. This doesn't need to be a character. I want basically enemy pose and closest enemy. Oh no, I need the enemy because... Do I? 1 second. Could just get next waypoint. Oh, this does already do more. Closest player if it's not null. All it does, closest player position. I can change this. A player is a position at the same time. So if the position is null, I do not move. I should be able to do this. Nothing changes. Perfect. Now I can, so in my spawn position, it should run until it's close enough. Maybe let's say 30, then it's more. Do I have the, let's make game state map tile size. I want to be this close. Let's see. They run to me. Oh, I run away. Still following me. No. Oh, they turn away. Perfect. And they run about to their position. It's about right. Currently, it's recognizable because they're perfectly in the middle when they spawn. Okay. Now game task. Max aggro, auto aggro. I have this. Enemies want to play once hit, and enemies are stronger. No, spawner doesn't spawn enemies. It's currently not like this. Let's put this at the end. Enemies wants to player once hit. Or do I notice it. Currently, there's no code which makes an enemy realize it's getting hit. Because the hit part happens in the ticking. Yeah. I just remove HP. I could set a property on a character. Something nice was hit, did take damage or something. Think. Might not be perfect. Not everyone is interested and will react to it. And if it's only a property of certain character types, I cannot set it here. If I make it like an event, this character was hit. But maybe it's the easiest start, so let's do the easiest way. Took damage is hit recently or something. Recently. It's false. Hit recently. Let's make it here. Hit recently. Hit recently. This could be understood. Was hit recently. So not he hit. Not the character did hit something, sondern he was hit. And what do I want? A boolean? Boolean is good enough for now. Was hit recently. Now I can C point was hit recently to true. And now I can go to my character. First of all, I can change amount of HP they start with. So let's do 51. I think my character does 10, which would mean I can okay, I think I have the problem that is their aggro range bigger than my shoot range? Oh, I can hint on that it's working. What I wanted to test. Now I change the code in a way that they will react to it. When enemy next tick time or game set time. Code. I can add one new condition. Enemy was hit recently. Does it work? He checks if it exists, so it's not allowed to be undefined and false, so it has to be true and then it works. And for this, I also need enemy next tick time. I don't have it, I don't do it. If I have it, it has to be here. Or I can do this. Might be good enough. Let's get a better spawn. I think this works. We reacted, but in this direction they are somehow bugged. But I think they do what I want. Okay, they do what I want. They now react to damage. Enemies want to player once hit. They do. Enemy wants to player when close enemy were hit. Okay. Let's add this. Let's give them a alert enemy range. It's a number. I can make it optional. It's optional. Yes, they don't need to be able to alert friendly enemies. Wouldn't need to do it. And okay, but I will set the property to, let's start with 400. No, I was recently hit. Well, it's not perfect. I also only want to one based on my max aggro range. And I can swap it if I was recently hit, then delete it. But I do it after I'm done. Basically saying I have done it. Okay. Now, if I aggroed, if it was soup being hit, then I want alert close enemies. Function alert close enemies. I need my enemy character, and I need take the game first again. Enemy game. What determine closest character? This one. But I will need a similar function. Determine characters in certain distance. Since character and distance is a number. Not interested in min distance. Let result is a character set, character array. Calculates the distance. My distance. This is a max distance. Max distance. It's a max distance. Min distance character equals null. What was the min distance character? It starts with null. Okay, I don't have it. I'm only interested in if this distance is smaller equals, then I result push character result push characters I is yes, I need to init it. I return the result, and I want it to return this. Okay. Alert close enemies. Determine character. These characters, it should be determine characters in distance. Be the enemy of game state characters, and I have max distance is enemy point alert enemy range. Turn if I don't have it. Oh, this is dangerous. Undefined return. Problem is this isn't a number, and if it's 0, it's false, as every other number is 1. I need to check it this way. If I have my alert range, and now determine characters in distance, let characters in distance is this, and for that should I let's keep using the traditional loops. Length a plus plus if character in distance I type is equals enemy point type. Do I only they can be accurate, so for now we keep it, it works. If it's my type, is this good enough? Then let expose enemy is this, and this is he will not like it, now he likes it. Enemy, I think I have to make one small addition. He will find himself. If character I equals character, we continue. I am not interested in myself. In this case. Expose enemy point if he is not aggroed yet. Then expose enemy point is aggroed equals true. Would this work? If I was recently hit, I alert close enemies. I determine the close enemies based on my aggro range, alert range. I search, I check, and I set them to aggroed. Let's see what happens. It crashes. Type. Enemy type. Let's look further. I don't see the problem. I would expect there to be an enemy type. Yes, there's a type. Their type is a type. Okay, I can have one without a type. It seems. Who does not have a type? Isn't the type based on the it's required? And it's said somewhere there's a problem. Okay, let's see again. Let's restart. Shoot. And I have characters in distance 276. Oh. I did set the arc range quite high. I don't think it will be easy to did breakpoint. Characters in distance I point type is undefined. This is a correct breakpoint. No? Isn't this what I am checking? If in my case, why not enemy type is undefined? Undefined. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. Let's use my alert range for 100. 100? Would expect around 10 now. Now here should be maybe nobody. I have a type. Second also has a type. I equals 2. Ah, oh god, I see the problem. Interesting. My for loop is missing the break condition. So basically only 0 would have stopped it. Reload. Okay, left should be a good. And it works like I wanted. Let's try a bigger alert range, also 100 is fine. What did I? Oh no. something does no longer work. I don't think. Why do they run so far? I understood. Okay. There's a passing bug. This is not doable. Let's 50. 50, a good starting value. I still give them too much HP. I think 100 is okay. We go back to 1 HP. Now if I aggro them, or if he dies, he does not aggro. Interesting. I want that they are also aggroed if they die. Is this possible? Take F dead enemy and I start the alert close enemies. Every time I hit one, I alert once. Can I? Enemy was hit recently. I could. Let's see how the death happens. I remove. I detect projectile hit, then I detect character death. Should instant death aggro? I would say yes. Because I don't kill them, but check if they're dead. I can also check if they were hit recently. And enemy was not aggroed. So they died, not being aggroed, then I can alert close enemies. And I can delete enemy was hit recently. I think now I also alert if I one-shot them. Not quite. This looks strange as if he survived one hit. But most likely there were two above each other. But this looks like what I wanted. Try to get away. He finds home. Oh. They run away. It's only them. too many enemies? Okay. Enough enemies. Let's play around a bit. So running straight left is somehow a problem. Maybe they determine the direction wrong. This is the most likely. Can I aggro them here? They will run back. Okay. Did spawn rather close to me? But maybe this is how it currently is. Let me play a bit more. But for now, I think it's slowing down in the frames. But everything else seems to work like I wanted. If I hit them, frames are going down. Assets. Can I do too much damage? Aber there is one direction is doing, is not calculated right. Okay. It's laggy, but it works. Let's look over my tasks. Yeah, I know as I do this, enemies are stronger the further away from them. It's not happening. So I know I have to work on those pawn. Basically, I need to know something. Let's do let me think. Cannot every and also not for every character. Let me think again. This. Oh no, this happens one per tick. Not this. This pawn happens one per tick. Q8. Maybe this can be called spawn. Oh, doesn't change. I'm currently creating I think I need a game. Let's call it. I go into game model and make a game not in the state but in the perform. Let's make here a performance any, which is bad, but for now let's. No, this is too bad, I think. It doesn't need to exist. This is probably the easier option, but I define what's in here. Or what can be in here. This is can I have a key. What is a string? Then I have any. Let's keep it like this for now. I want, if I create enemy. First I will look into if game performance, and then I want a certain performance key is fix position on enemy. Oops. Here. This is for this type. If this thing exists, if no, this is undefined, defined, then we will doesn't he like? Will always return false since the article by reference not value. Is this question mark the problem? It's possibly undefined. I'm confused. If I check if performance exists and then this key exists, what does he think which this can be? This can be in any type. This check doesn't guarantee. Does this create an error if it doesn't exist? What? I'm confused. What is it? Let fiddle find. Filter. Push. Does he think this is an array? Thinks this is something I don't think it is. This is currently any. And this is not what the question mark does something of. Let's change it up then if it doesn't do what I want. Okay, the question mark with brackets does not work. If we do not have game performance, or we don't have this key. Wait a minute. I want to have game performance, but I don't want to have, doesn't need to have something in it. So it's not quite right. Just need to add it. Oops. So I no longer need to check this because it exists. If this key does not exist, let created enemies for chunk is from type. Let's create a type for it. Created enemies for chunk is what? A key which is a string to a boolean. So this can start empty. If it is not undefined, is now the correct way. We grab it. If now we run through stuff, I don't need to return here, do I? I will need a new stop, new test. I probably only want to add one more key. Last enemy create time is a number, and enemy create interval is also a number. It's not assignable to string. What did I do wrong? Let's switch it up. Chunks is then this. Oh, he likes it. Now this starts with then let's switch it up. Starts empty, else I fill it. Equals is game state time. Now go up. This is the first thing I have to check. Created enemies for chunks, game state time. Enemy create interval is, let's say, every second. Chunks are empty. Chunks, okay. But this will be -1000, so let's do -1001. Because I did not do it yet. Last if 8 enemies for chunks. Last enemy create time. Let's call it next. Better. Next enemy create time. Next enemy create time is game time. So if next enemy create time is game state time, that's fine. But if it's not yet, I return. This is important bit. Now I have created enemies for chunk. Put it in performance. Do I? If this exists, I do this. If not, I have to set it. Enemies for chunks. Okay. Create it and I set it. If it's not time yet now, I wait. Now I can do stuff. This function is growing, but okay for now. I think I can finish this today. Now I have a problem. Do I? This is not in the state. So I need to fill it once. I need, let's call it further down, function already created in determine chunks if already created enemies. Okay, I want simply the game. It's not determine, let's call it fill. How did I mark so much? Fill chunks with already created enemy. This also sounds wrong. Determine was better. Determine chunks with already created enemies. So this thing in here. One moment. Let's copy this. To do it here. Game and thing. Now, or where did I already do the iterating over map keys here? Let's can catch this. Map chunks. Game state map chunks. I iterate over every map key. And for every map key, I need to iterate over every char index. What is this? But yes, it's 0 smaller game state characters lengths I plus. Oh no, not I. Char index and if let's make that characters I have a distance check for characters, but it's based on their position, not their spawn position, so not perfect. Game state characters. If characters char index point type is the type I set for this stuff, which I should not copy always, but it's faster. It saves a few seconds for now. So I have this type. Then I have let char equals character index as character as this type if char point spawn position. Oh no, if is it a distance? No, not distance. I need this maps key position. If the spawn position is inside this chunk, I guess I already created for it. Which means let's think spawn position X is, let's name chunk X is equal I do go get the numbers here. Top left map key position. Chunk size I also need. I only need to calculate it once. Game state map. I have the chunk size top left from this position. If this character spawn position is bigger than this X, do I take equals? No, let's keep it this way, and it's smaller chunk size, and I now have the Y's bigger Y. Then I can break and add into this for the key map keys. For the current key I can say true. Doesn't he like? Key is a string. Created enemy for chunks. Oh, yes, that's correct. Chunks. Oh, he likes it. This will be hopefully working. Now I determine if I create this new and now if I check if it's time to spawn, and I check for every key if I have the created chunk thing, point chunks, if the key, I continue. If this exists or is true, can I do it? It should. Let's see. Let's see if I am very slow, which is what I feared. I have an idea what's running wrong. I never set. What I don't do is I set the next create time. It's plus equals. No, let's. I need. Let's think. Let's call this state time plus. Enemy create interval. So the queue time plus 1000. If this is the case, I return. Okay. Maybe I will be a bit more performant. Not quite. I have a few seconds at the start, so I don't see why. Okay, next idea. I never set the chunks to set, which means the cache never works. Here, if I do continue, if I not, I can say I continue, else I put it to true. I can just set it equals true. Okay. So P. So the first thing which is strange is, okay, it's not strange. I never reset it. Let's go to game init. I need to reset it here. Let's do it here. Game performance is empty again. Why didn't this get created in the first tick? Well, not my problem now. Let's see. Something feels off. Let's increase the interval to 250. Okay. If I want top, survive, and I don't see a missing dot. So far it feels good, but the map is created. Did he realize it later? What could be a reason? It would not be in here, most likely. But it's getting late. Better I'm playing a lot, so let's play one last round and see how it feels. Got T-shirt fast. I already died. Next try. In the left it's easier to start. Shot one kill. They somehow still don't find to me. I can multi-shot, which doubles the enemies I kill per shot. Pierce, also double enemy kill. Oh, okay. I should be able to take on more. Okay. Did I hit some? Don't see it sometimes, but because I move around. Oh, missed shooting this corner. They turn around, also what I want. They respawn too close to me, but no problem for now. It's getting laggy. It's 282, okay. Now I want to see sources, game, as loop, is the one, wait, call the one ID in the game state. I have 2,800 characters. Acceptable with current setup. Okay, here it breaks down. I think this enemy equation could work currently. So spawn enemies everywhere. I have it. Enemies are stronger. I don't have this. Spawn area does not spawn enemies. I somehow have this. But it's a spawn area. I think it's okay. Performance improvement and enemies get stronger. Yeah, this is our next task. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.